I left because I got hungry. And then I got the itis because I woke up super duper early. So this is a continuation of my last video. We'll see how I feel. I think I'm gonna stick to those 3 signs though that was left, but we'll see how I feel. I could do if I got the energy, we'll see. But I am doing Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces because I did not get to y'all earlier today. So all my other signs, the video that I did earlier, Aries through Sagittarius, I don't want to like redo readings too much today. I don't want to do like multiple since I did earlier because like did the energy even pass yet? Like did the situation even pass just yet? So yeah, but as y'all know, I'm live on YouTube, my Kick, and TikTok. Oh, let me put up my WAP. I didn't go live on there just in case. Let me do that real quick. And it's late. I don't want to be like, I don't know. I don't want to be up too late. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're going to start with Capricorn. We're going to do Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. All right. Hope y'all had a good day. I was going to come back earlier, but then, yeah, I had fell asleep. And then I was on the phone with my family, and then I was talking to my friend. I was on the phone with her, so I've been doing a lot of talking. I'm tired again. I'll probably go to sleep after this, but I'll be back, you know. We're going to keep it going. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I'm ready to take these braids out, though. I miss my pixie cut. Once you get a pixie cut, it's addicting. Like, I be wanting to I want my hair back short so bad. I can't wait to do my hair. I might do it tomorrow. I'm gonna see how long I keep these braids in. I had them in for the beach and the pool and all that, but I be needing the pixie. So I was gonna start with Capricorn because I ended on Sagittarius, but part of me kind of wants to do a Sag bonus. Just because it gave us like kind of the same energy that I had the day before. And as y'all know, well, I don't know if everybody know, but I'm a Sagittarius, so I be trying like it's a little harder for me to do Sag readings without it reminding me of me and my life. So I think let's do a Sag bonus actually. We'll do a Sag bonus. And that was the last reading that I did, so I was getting a little hungry and I was I was rushing a little bit. So we're gonna start with Sagittarius. We're gonna do Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces for sure. And then we'll see how I feel. You said do ASMR. I don't like ASMR, so no. No shade to the ASMR baddies out there, but I do not like it. You said maybe your Sag energy will bring something new. Maybe. We'll do a little bonus for the Sages. You said in my psychic, I guess. I would say I'm intuitive. I'll put it like that. I'll say I'm intuitive. You said why some folks choose to not date their own sign. I never understood because I'm a Sag and you find Sag girls attractive. I don't know. I mean, from my own experience with other Sages, there's only been one other Sag that I actually found, like literally actually found them attractive. So I don't know. I don't know if it's like people are too similar. I don't know. That's a good question. But I mean, I've seen Sagittarius like celebrities that I find attractive, but in real life, it's only one that I actually thought was attractive personally. Like I actually went on a date with somebody that had the same birthday as me, and it was the worst date. I was like, this dude is annoying as fuck. So I don't know if it was. I don't know. It was terrible. So I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know the science behind it. Yeah. Actually, no. Oh, I take that back. I lied. I forgot. I was dating a Sag for like 3 months. I completely forgot. I'm so sorry to that man. He was nice. He was cool. He was cool. I forgot he was a Sagittarius though. That was actually recent. My bad to him. He was cool. I take that back. So I guess two. It was two Sages that I actually dated or dealt with. The other one I didn't really date him. This one I actually dated him. He was cool. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. All right. Also, I just think, I don't know, Sag women are different though. So we're not, it depends on what you're looking for. We're very I don't know if men are I don't know if men are raised to date Sagittarius women, to be honest, because men are very they're raised in the patriarchy and things like that. Sagittarius women don't really fit into that norm. All right, hey, welcome. I can't speak for all Sag women, I guess. All right, so we're gonna start with Sagittarius, y'all. No, I don't do free yes or no. The way that I do these, if you're new to watching me, one, if you're on TikTok, I'm up on YouTube as well, so this will be time stamped. Two, if people have personal questions and they catch me live, you can do the $5 Cash App questions. That's how I do it. And you can subscribe to my WAP for personal readings if you don't feel comfortable doing, readings on live. They're $22 for a reading per month. And yeah, so that's how we do it. But we do it general. Earlier today, my video, I did Aries do Sagittarius, so that's why I'm kind of like a little sleepy. And the people that's been watching, y'all know I had to overcome. I had like strep throat, and my throat is like not fully recovered. And I've been doing a lot of talking. Like my videos are super long. So, yeah. So we're gonna do Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces for now. Oh, you're raised by a feminist. Okay, well then I guess you can probably date a Sag woman then. That'll probably work for you if you was raised by a feminist. All right, y'all. So this will be up on my YouTube, timestamped in the description. Also to my TikTokers, please do not get scammed. All right, this is my only page. No numbers, no underscores. It's EeshUrHeartOut on all my platforms. I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Kick, and my WAP page is where you can subscribe to get personal readings. The readings will always be saved up on my YouTube, time stamped. It is saved on Kick, I believe, as well. It's just not time stamped. Again, TikTokers, I will never DM you. I will never offer readings. I will never tell you, hey, I see energy on you. Let me do a spell. I don't do spell work on people, for people. None of that. Just readings. If you're going to watch me, you have to have an open mind. Okay, don't come on here with, I don't care. You have to have an open mind to watch these. What else? If you want to debate, start your own channel. That's what inspired me to start my channel, because I got tired of listening to other people. So, all right. That's it. That's all. Let me do my timestamp. So we're going to do a Sagittarius bonus. I did do Sag in the last reading. So my last video that's up on YouTube is Aries through Sagittarius in order. So I did Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag. But we are going to do a Sag bonus. I'm a Sag, so my Sag readings I'm trying to get used to reading it for other people, because of course I can read myself. So we're going to do a Sag bonus. Welcome, everybody. Hope y'all having a good evening. I'm going to do these readings, and then I'm going to watch Worst Ex Ever and go to sleep. Yesterday, I was watching it. It was kind of scary. So, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't watch that at night. It was a little scary. All right, so let's see. Yes, these are free general readings. We do it by zodiac sign. So right now we're going to start with Sag, do a bonus. Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. And then I'm going to see how I feel after Pisces. But I don't want to redo the signs I already did in this video just because I just did it at like, I think it was like 2 p.m. And, you know, I want the energy to shift, change. People got to live life a little bit first before I give you another reading. So, yeah. All right, so let's see. Yeah, the last reading is in my last video up on my live. Don't fall for that scam right there, y'all. They're not going to cash app you 8 grand. All right, TikTok got a lot of scammers. YouTube got like the bots where they insult you. Kick got like the freaky bots, the freaky trolls, and then TikTok has the scammer trolls. All right, Sagittarius, let's see. I don't know what that's about. All right, so these are general, guys. All right, take what resonates. All right, so what's the most important situation for my Sagittarius? Let's see. Okay, humor. All right, things that we enjoy, have fun doing. Maybe being around communities of people, because sometimes this can be the 10 of Cups. All right, so we got humor. Of course, it could be irony. All right, indulgences, things we enjoy. All right, so what role do you play here, Sagittarius, in the current energy? What's your current energy, Sag? Okay, resistance. Okay, so you're currently resisting. Now, you may be resisting indulging in something or things like that, but let's see what you're resisting. Let's see. Now, earlier you were defense, so maybe you're letting your guards down a little bit. All right, so what might you be resisting, Sagittarius, is connectivity. Okay. So if this is about communities of people with humor, you might be resisting like connecting with people or being around people. That's one thing. But I'm also getting you're like you're resisting having some sort of mental trap. This is like the 8 of Swords to me in a lot of cases. So you're like, I don't want to continue thinking about that, or I don't want to continue having that trap perspective. I want to be open-minded. Let's see. Okay, we got finesse here. Okay. You're resisting connectivity. Okay, what energy should you be in here, Sagittarius? What's the most important energy for you to be in? Okay, resilience. Interesting. All right, so the 10 of Wands, something that you're able to handle on your own. You're able to handle it. It's not that difficult. What are you able to handle here with resilience? Okay, personality. All right, so I feel like if you're trying to, like I said before, if you're resisting literally like with connectivity, that could be literal like connecting to people. If you're trying to resist groups of people, you're okay. I feel like you can handle like being yourself, putting yourself out there. There's a part of your personality that you're like, I don't know if I should show that, or I don't know if I should show people that. You're fine. What other part of personality are you able to handle here? Now, personality is also like putting yourself out there in front of people, getting to know people into the public eye, or just going out exploring things. I feel like you're able to handle dealing with different types of people. You can get along with different types of people as well. If it's because, and I say that because Sagittarius rules foreign energy. So people that are different from you, different countries, cultures, ages, anything like that. All right, what other part of your personality here do you need to embrace or like kind of, I don't want to say put out there, but let's see. Oh, okay, courage. All right, yeah. What else do you have the courage to do? So I feel like you're not worried about something. So what else do you have the courage to do here? So you're a courageous person. All right, confidence. Yeah. 9 of Pentacles energy, that's independence. This is also about like you don't have to hide yourself. You don't have to go into hiding. Let's see. If you're resisting connectivity, there could be like a mindset that has you believing that you can't show this part of yourself. All right, we're going to get 8 cards. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Hi, Raina. These are general, y'all. These are general. All right, so 7 of Cups, Knight of Cups, 8 of Wands, that's Sagittarius energy, the Page of Pentacles, Judgment, Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, yeah, 9 of Pentacles, there you go. I feel like you're going to look back at all the moments where you did do something independently. Let's see what Judgment, yeah, there's a Temperance right there, that's Sagittarius energy, that's your card. All right, so it's not really... I don't know. I feel like the part of your personality with the 10 of Wands, because that's Sag energy. This is resilience to me in this deck. These kind of pair up. So I feel like you're not afraid to handle something. You're not nervous about anything. You can do it independently. Let's see what the 7 of Cups is real quick. Let's figure out why this is coming out, though. Why do you need this reading then? What is your energy down here in these 8 cards? Not that you need it, but not that you need the reading, but what is your energy down these 8 cards here? Okay, emotions. Now, Courage and the 9 of Pentacles, this is not emotional. This is something tangible. So that could be what it is. Maybe you're considering emotions in a scenario where otherwise you really wouldn't. I don't want to say you wouldn't care, but that wouldn't be front street. Like, that wouldn't be the most important thing. We're going to see what triggers your emotions. Not that, I mean, every sign has emotions. Every sign is emotional. But I feel like there's something here where, like, you wouldn't be triggered. But what's triggering your emotions? Yeah, it's the, okay, so it's the fact that you're resisting. So if you're wondering why you feel a certain way, or if there's certain like emotional triggers or emotional outbursts, it's almost like because you're resisting the fact that you're actually not afraid, maybe other. So why do you, okay, what's making you resist? What's the root of you trying to resist or hold back? It's like you're holding back from who you are or what you want to say or how you want to act, but what's the root of you resisting here? I feel like you don't really care. Maybe other people want you to hold back. Okay, power. Yeah, power, spirituality, potential, and confidence. That's it. I mean, it's nothing else to... it's nothing else to really tell you. It's like you don't believe it, or maybe there's some sort of religious belief that has you believing that you have to hold back or you can't be your true self. What are you saying in the Judgment? Skill, order, and mood. This isn't you then. If you ever took advice from a Libra, I wouldn't listen to a Libra, or like there's somebody who has taught you something and they're trying to make it very logical. That Libra or that system that somebody has taught you or that information that you got, that energy is making you more emotional. This is not you. You got that from somebody else. You're getting that from like a Libra energy. What did this person tell you? And when I say this person, this could be anything. This could be how you were raised, something that's said just normally, like out in in society. What did this person say here or do? Knowledge, superstition, and fluidity. So it's almost like whatever this information is, it has you considering emotions more than you normally would. how do I explain that in a better way? Like Sagittariuses can be very kind of free-willed. They'll go do whatever they want to do, kind of. They're not going to let emotions stop them. Like if they're, if they go through sadness or depression, it's kind of like it switches, it clicks off. It's like, okay, we got to go get this or we got to go do this. So I wouldn't, what's the superstition? Something's not real that you were taught or told here. What is the superstition? I feel like they didn't, yeah, superstition again. How should you view this person that gave you this information? Even if it's not a Libra, I feel like they came off like they were skilled or intelligent or like they were giving you information, but what it did is it stopped you from using your own personal resources or like stopped you from like believing in yourself. I'm also going to say this because spirituality came out. Especially if you're a woman, if there's anything spiritual that you're going through, like a spiritual awakening or anything like that, you do not have to change your appearance or how you look or, oh, cover up or cover your head or don't be materialistic or, things like that. You can still enjoy like the fruits of your labor, the things around you, things like that. You still have plenty to enjoy within your life. So how should you view this individual? Because I feel like you got this information outside of you. And the reason I'm saying that too, I'm not pulling the temperance, I'm not pulling angel, I'm not pulling instinct. I feel like that's, let's see, how should you view this individual that gave you this information? Okay, their leadership. How should you view yourself for listening? What did they lead you to do? Yeah, determination, focus. What did they make you focus on? Okay, hustle and then intuition. I don't know why the emotional part is here though. Where's the why? I'm like, okay, let's clarify real quick. Let's see. What's making you emotional or what's triggering emotions here? Yeah, it's like a distraction, the Five of Wands. I'm also getting to, if you're resistance and you want to kind of debate something or stand up for yourself, you're trying to keep yourself quiet. What is the skill card here? Because that's where mood came from. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. And then the Star and the Six of Wands. This is odd. This is really odd. Okay, what is your intuition telling you to do with instinct? Earlier, the High Priestess came out anyway, but what is your intuition telling you to do here? Yeah, you got the Six of Pentacles. There's the Ten of Wands. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, the Nine of Swords and the Five of Wands. There's the World and there's the Temperance. There's too many. You need to end like these rules and regulations that you're setting for yourself. It's like your emotions are limiting you. It's like when you get into a certain emotional standpoint, you're like, okay, I gotta put this rule, I gotta put this regulation, I can't do this, I can't do that. What rule do you end up setting for yourself with the Hierophant? You got potential and peace. Maybe you think if it's spiritual, you're like, oh, I need to be nice, I need to keep the peace or something like that. Like you're resisting a part of yourself for no reason. What would you be doing as a Temperance? And then I'm going to just get the outcome for y'all. Yeah, power. Okay. So you would I feel like you would be speaking up. I feel like you think you have to be quiet or calm or not say something. This is your actual energy. This is what you would actually do. All right. So you would just speak up for yourself more, tap into your own power. I don't know if somebody outside of you made you feel like they were more powerful or something like that. Maybe somebody's like, oh, you're flying off the handle, Sagittarius, or you do too much, or you talk too much, or you're too outgoing or something like that. You can very well, you know, speak up for yourself and stand on, you know, stand on what you need to stand on. Yeah. What else is your power here, Sagittarius? Is if you're on TikTok, I'm also up on YouTube, y'all. Yeah, determination, mystery, and healing. You're fine. What's the outcome for you, Sag? There's no need for you to listen to somebody else. What's the outcome for you, Sag? And then we'll do Capricorn. Yeah, hustle, transition, healing, and angel. Oh. So this is what somebody has you focused on, but that's not what you're supposed to be focused on. Now, hustle can be, for some reason, it's coming out as a 5 of Pentacles, though. I would normally look at that as like the 10 of Pentacles. It's weird. All right. That's general. We're going to do Capricorn next. Let me write this down. I can check y'all comments in a second. I wasn't reading them. My bad, y'all. If you're leaving comments, I'll be focused, especially if it's YouTube. It's kind of far away right now, and I don't wear my little glasses. Yes, Capricorn is next. Aquarius is next. We're doing, these are general, y'all. If you on TikTok, it's gonna be timestamp on my YouTube. Okay, Capricorn is next, y'all. Oh, yeah. Also, real quick, it'll, you know, some stuff like that is easier said than done. Everybody deals with insecurities and things like that. So, you know, you'll be all right. All right, y'all. Capricorn is next. Now, I don't know if it's a Sag. You know, we're very blunt and straightforward, so. All right, Capricorns. Let's see. All right, what's the situation for my Capricorns? What's the situation for my Capricorns? Resistance. All right, so if you're dealing with a Sagittarius or you got Sag placements, they literally came out as resistance. Sag and Capricorn, because they're right next to each other, a Sag could also, no problem. A Sag could easily have like a Capricorn moon, Mercury. Just a little tip, like in your birth chart, Mercury will always be close to your sun sign. So you could have something here, but resistance, if you know a Sag, they're holding back from saying something. So, you know, be careful what you wish for, I guess. But but in your reading, what's being resisted here? And then we'll see what your energy is. What's being resisted? Yeah, guidance. Okay, so now somebody's like, I'm not going to really focus on that. I'm not going to listen to that. What is somebody being guided to do? They're like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to listen to that. Okay, resilience, transition, and voice. This is a Sagittarius. What is a Sagittarius supposed to be speaking up on? If you don't know a Sagittarius, it could be a teacher, it could just be somebody that needs to maybe speak on the truth, something like that, like some sort of blunt reality. Because I always say, like, Sagittarius energy rules the truth, and then Capricorn is that tangible reality because you guys are Earth and you're Saturn ruled. All right, what needs to be said here with voice, or what does somebody need to start speaking up on? This could be you. It doesn't have to be. Guidance, skill, determination, and mystery. Let me get one more. It's almost like listening to somebody else causes me to focus on this. Listening to another individual. This is what somebody needs to speak on. All right, what role do you play here, Capricorns? Connectivity. So Sagittarius was resisting like you, or like maybe the same mindset that you have. Maybe a Sag is supposed to tell you something. Okay, connectivity is kind of like a trap mindset, or what do you feel like you're trapped with here real quick? You got vision. Yeah, pride, hustle, intuition, defense, and power. Power again. It's the, okay, so you have a trap perspective on how you view being prideful or arrogant. If this is, okay, so I feel like you view somebody or something as arrogance. What do you view as arrogance here? It's like versatility. That could, so Empress energy, this is like the Empress. This could be somebody that's very creative. They do multiple things. They have multiple skill sets. And the Empress could be like a pretty woman, like a beautiful woman. What is the most important energy for you to be in, Capricorn? So, okay. There's I mean, that sounds kind of on point for like a Capricorn man, but what energy do you need to be in here, Capricorn? If this is within you and you're a woman, you're like, I don't want to come off arrogant or prideful or like a show off. Like, this would be like somebody that's very creative. They don't want to show off all the things they know how to do. It's like they're trying to humble themselves, or they don't want like a lot, maybe they don't want a lot of attention. If you could open your mind, your mindset, what should you, or what energy should you be in here, Capricorns? Okay, yeah, defiance. You need to change your perspective. You shouldn't, what rule are you trying to follow here, or what's the rule? Yeah, sexuality. I feel like you're, okay, if you feel like you are trying to make yourself feel equal to something or somebody, you're not equal to them. It's okay for you to, wow, yeah, I feel like it's okay for you to feel like you are above somebody or something. Let's see, what else are you supposed to do instead? Personality. This is similar. All right, what part of your personality do you need to show here? Because I feel like you're trying to humble yourself to be around somebody. All right, passion. If this is literally like what you're attracted to, because we're talking about sexuality and passion, if these are people that you're attracted to, I feel like if you're a woman, you're trying to humble yourself for the man that you're with, or you're trying to humble yourself to date men, or you're trying to like, even if you're a woman, like say you're a woman that dates other women, it's like there's some sort of rules or regulations that you're trying to follow when it comes to who you're attracted to. You know what you're attracted to, you know what you're desiring. I'm also getting to, it could be like if you're a woman, it could be the way that you dress. Like there's a certain aspect of yourself that you want to be attractive, or there's certain things you want to wear, and you're like, oh, that's arrogant, that's showing off. But there's like a trap perspective with that. And when we get personality and passion, this to me would mean like what you're doing is not for somebody else. What you're doing is not for attention. It would be like what you feel comfortable doing, right? Like, what's an example? Like for me, when I go out, I get very hot. So if I go out, I don't wear sleeves. I like wearing halter tops. I like wearing like tank tops, things like that. And I live in Texas, so it's hot as shit. But somebody could look at that and be like, oh, she's showing off. She just trying to show her skin, or she's trying to show her titties and blah, blah. It's like, no, I'm just hot. Like that's just a part of my personality. I like halter tops. I like the way that looks. So it's something where you would be doing this and it's not to show off. This could literally be like something sexual, sensual, who you're attracted to, what you find attractive, things like that. All right. Yeah, this is the energy you're supposed to be in. Is the Five of Swords. Literally, that's defiance to me. Hey there on YouTube. Let's get 8 cards. Let's see. And then we're going to do Aquarius and Pisces. All right, so I see you're sending something, or you're giving something to someone, you're walking away, the 9 of Wands. I feel like you look like you're worried about offending somebody. Somebody's going to get offended because you don't have to do something. The Chariot, 4 of Swords. Yes, 7 of Cups, Knight of Cups. What's the 9 of Wands? What's offending somebody here? Potential. Yeah, mystery and versatility. Exactly. This is what you see as like showing it off. But it's like being hidden. So if somebody, this is somebody outside of you, they're offended because they want you to hide this part of yourself. Well, okay, it's like somebody's trying to convince you, oh, that's arrogance, that's showing off, you need to hide that. But all right, what's your energy down here in these 8 cards? Power. Yeah, this is the same thing as Sagittarius energy. Literally courage and luck. If there's some sort of like, if there's something that you've learned, you can show this off. You can do this. What is the Chariot real quick? It's just like you don't want to show it. Yeah, connectivity. See, that's the opposite too. Maybe you don't want to show off because of a Cancer or somebody around you or a sibling. All right. What's the out? That's pretty straightforward. These are kind of similar, I guess. All right. What's the outcome for you, Capricorns? So somebody's trying to convince you to hide yourself, hide your skills, hide your beauty. All right. Determination, love, inspiration, and change. Okay, so I feel like you're trying to be kind or nice to an Aquarius, or you're trying to consider groups of people. You're about to stop doing that there, so... Okay. Interesting. Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. This is probably going to be a little quick, short video, y'all. We're going to do Aquarius and then Pisces. The other signs I did y'all earlier, so that's the only reason I don't want to repeat it yet. But you can check it out on my YouTube channel. All right, my YouTube is the same handle as EeshUrHeartOut. Okay, so make sure y'all y'all can check that out. It's time stamped. Okay, Aquarius. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to end it at Pisces, y'all. I'm sorry. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. All right, Aquarius. What's the scenario surrounding? What's the most important situation surrounding the Aquarius? Let me give y'all a little extra shuffle. Energy surrounding the Aquarius, folks. Okay, self-love. Good energy there. All right, what role do you play here, Aquarius? What role do you play here in this reading? Finesse. You guys came out as finesse yesterday. All right, so you're intentionally trying to do something, you're planning for something, not bad. Sometimes when I get finesse though, that means that the plan may not work. So you may have this may be you coming up with a backup plan, or you're intending for a certain outcome and you may get a different outcome here. Finesse also is like, to me, that's the Seven of Swords in this deck. The Seven of Swords may or may not actually get away with something, but let's see what you're intending on. Let's see. Let's see. I have to change that AI summary. I have to turn that off on TikTok. Don't read that AI summary. All right, let's see. What are you intending on having here, Aquarius? What are you planning for? What are you trying to have? What's your intended outcome? Okay, fluidity. Okay, so you're trying to experiment with something. I'm also getting to, you're trying to plan for ups and downs or ebbs and flows. You're intending on something to have like a constant flow. Maybe it's cash flow. All right, let's see. What's actually going to occur with your plan here? Okay, passion. So Capricorn had that. They're going to end up doing what they desire. Now, the elements that we have here, we got water versus fire. All right, so these are people if I'm just giving examples since it's general, but if you're intending on like working with or dealing with a water sign, that's not going to occur. There needs to be, you're going to be dealing with a fire sign. Passion. What is the desire here with passion? Okay, style. So we got Cancer energy, fight, hustle. Okay, so I feel like if this has anything to do with career, somebody just desires to really stand up for themselves. They want like a more competitive job, things like that. But let's see, what energy should you be in, Aquarius? Defiance. Capricorn had this too. Okay, so whenever you get defiance, whatever rule or regulation you normally will follow, or whatever advice you're being given in the norm, whatever the societal norm is, I wouldn't do that. Okay, so what is the rule here or regulation? Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. What is the rule or regulation here? Skill again. That came out in Sagittarius reading. Something, did a Libra give you a rule, or a Libra gave you a rule set, or they taught you how to do something? Somebody taught you how to do something. I'm also getting to, the rule is that something is supposed to be logical. I'm also getting to, you could be worried about karma. The Libra card is justice, karma. If you are doing something with the intention that, okay, I'm going to get good karma for this, or you're worried about your karma, that's not a good reason to do it. You're not going to, this is not going to guarantee, like, say somebody's doing something good or nice or whatever, and the intention is to get something good in return. That's not guaranteed, or like, this is not going to have like a, set in stone, like, ooh, good karma, bad karma, something like that. If these are people, you should not follow a Libra's rules, or you should not follow what somebody has taught you. It's like, this is wrong. What should you do instead, Aquarius? Resistance. So now you should resist. Okay. Resist what? What do you need to resist here? Other than listening to this or following this rule. So maybe this is something you've always followed. What do you need to resist here? Okay, you got determination. What are you focused on? So this is going to be hard for you not to focus on something. Now, if you're coming out as finesse, that means, you know, you have a very intentional plan. What should you resist focusing on here? Okay, yeah, voice. There's self-love and knowledge. You need to resist. I feel like this is, if somebody is saying something and you need to resist what they're saying. What is somebody saying? Don't focus on the words. You need to focus on actions. If somebody is promising something or they're saying they're going to do something, don't focus on the words, focus on actions is what I'm getting. But what's being said here? And we're going to see what you should focus on instead. What's being said? Yeah, respect. Literally. So defiance to me is like disrespect, going against the rules, regulations. If somebody's like, yeah, these are the rules, you have to do this, don't focus on those rules. I wouldn't do that. What? Okay, what should you focus on instead? I'm also getting, if somebody's telling you like, yeah, I'm loyal, or these are the regulations, like I'm following this rule, regulation. What should you focus on instead here? You need to resist focusing on what somebody is saying. Yeah, knowledge. So this is the thing, you know better. This is a scenario where you know better than what somebody is telling you. What do you know here? What do you have knowledge about? Change. So somebody's telling you something, this is going to stay the same. So Taurus is also an energy where it's a fixed sign. So this is the thing. Somebody's like, yeah, these are the regulations. These rules are not going to shift. This is not going to change. This is the rule here. It is going to change. You know something's going to change. Okay, what is the current scenario here? And then we're going to see what it's going to change into. And I'll get the tarot. What's like, you know that already. All right, power change into what? I think that was Capricorn. Love and superstition. This is the thing. This is like basically, now Sag is supposed to do this, Capricorn is supposed to do this, but it's like, if somebody normally speaks up, you know that this person may change around you, or they may switch up how they say things to you. You know that though. So I don't know if so with determination and voice, I don't know if you're trying to get a certain reaction out of somebody. You're trying to get them to say something in particular. They're not going to say it that way. They're not going to be that straightforward with you. I'm assuming it's out of love or trying to make sure that you're not worried or something. What is this person supposed to like really say with power? Maybe, but you know, it would be like, you know, this person or something. Rebellion, defense, angel, and potential. Let's see. Hey, y'all on TikTok. Y'all might want to check out my YouTube because I did all the signs. I'm on Aquarius and I'm going to do Pisces. And I'm going to watch TV and go to bed. All right, let's get 8 cards. Let's see. So you got the Fool card. There's resistance. So King of Swords, the 10 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, the Moon, Queen of Wands, the Hierophant. Yeah, so I feel like it's a Sag. Maybe they're trying to be respectful. Or if they're saying something's going to stay the same, it's not going to stay the same. Let's see. What's the Fool card? What information are we missing? Dominance. What's the dominant energy? Yeah, power. Do you need somebody to tell you something? What is your energy down here in these 8 cards? So you see the truth. That's the thing. You know what this, I feel like this is like you want confirmation or something. You want somebody to confirm what you already know. So I don't know why, I don't know if you're trying to like, I don't know if it's reverse psychology or something. What do you see the truth about? You kind of already see it for yourself. Okay, emotions. What emotions? Okay, what is the truth about emotions here? Superstition. Yeah, leadership, mood, emotions. Again, Libra. It's almost like somebody is getting everybody to focus on their emotions or focus on... Like everybody's overly emotional or everybody's like leading people to be stuck in their emotions. You already see the truth here though. All right, what other energy should you be in? And then we'll get the outcome for you. Okay, attitude. What kind of perspective? How should you view this? And then we'll see the outcome. Yeah, guidance, vision, and versatility. All right, what's the outcome here for you, Aquarius? And then we're going to do Pisces. Okay, you got hustle, ambition. Okay, that's good. Yeah, pride and skill. I don't know. I feel like a Libra is leading you to be emotional or something like that. Or somebody else. Not sure why you came out as finesse though, but all right. So we're going to do Pisces, y'all. If you're watching me on TikTok, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is the same. It's the same username, EeshUrHeartOut. It's the same username on all pages. Also, TikTok, do not get scammed, y'all. This is my only page. I don't have it's no underscores, no numbers, no none of that. Please do not get scammed. The last time that I had a page, ooh, thank you. Thank you very much. The last time that I had a page, I had a lot of fake pages of me. Please, please, do not. Do not do it. Please, 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 please. Don't get scammed. I will never DM y'all. I will never say, hey, I'm going to put the spell work on you. None of that. I'm not going to offer you no readings. Please do not get scammed. This is my only page. Oh, let me timestamp this for Pisces. And then I'm going to go, y'all. This is going to be the last sign that I do. I did all the other signs. They're up on YouTube. It's time stamped. I'll be back tomorrow. I go live every day. All right, Pisces. What's the scenario surrounding my Pisces, folks? I'm half asleep, y'all. Skill. Is there a Libra all around the town doing stuff? Okay, that's my Libra card. Could be logic. People could be thinking about karma, cause and effect. What role do you play here, Pisces? Resistance. Okay, so we got the same cards. Okay, so Sag, you and Sag have resistance. Capricorn pulled resistance. What are you resisting here? What are you resisting, Pisces? Okay, finesse. Okay, Aquarius. I don't know if the Aquariuses are still watching. Let me write that down. Hold on. The Pisces could be resisting an Aquarius, or if you guys don't know an Aquarius, hey there on Kick. If you guys don't know an Aquarius, you're resisting taking like a shortcut. Okay. Why, if this is a person, why are you resisting them? Okay, potential. Confidence. That was what Sag was supposed to do. What is the intention here in your reading with finesse? What is somebody intending on doing? Yeah, knowledge. These are somebody's like trying to sneak and figure something out. I feel like that's similar to Aquarius. So in the Aquarius reading, it was almost like they were expecting somebody to speak out on something, but they don't speak out on it maybe out of kindness or something like that, or they don't say something the same way they would in another scenario. It's like somebody's trying to figure out information here. Okay, knowledge about what? Okay, a Sagittarius. Somebody's trying to figure out about a Sagittarius. Somebody's trying to get information on a Sagittarius or... Okay. So I don't know if you're... I don't know if somebody's asking you like, hey, do you know that Sag or do you know that person? They're trying to... Okay, what do they want to know about this person? Okay, passion, determination, vision, resistance again. What? Maybe somebody wants to figure out, okay, what is this Sag doing? What is this Sag desire? Okay. I don't know. Okay, what energy should you be in here? Let's see. What energy should you be in here, Pisces? Let's see. Okay, so you should be in voice. You need to speak up on something. What do you need to speak up on? Defense, you need to literally say no. Maybe somebody's asking. I feel like somebody's asking you, like, hey, do you know that Sag? Or do you know about that person? Okay, what do you need to say no to? Yeah, change. Okay, let's see what it is, child. I don't know. I do know. I need to stop saying I don't know. I be knowing. It's more y'all on here when I'm sleepy. Sorry, guys. When I was wide awake, it was only 5 people on TikTok. All right, let's get 8 cards because I'm about to go to bed. All right, so you got the Strength card, Leo energy, Page of Cups, 10 of Wands. That was a Sag, King of Wands. 2 of Swords, 4 of Cups, Page of Wands, and Knight of Cups. So Leo plays a major part here. There's a Virgo and a Sagittarius. My YouTube is the same as my as this username. It's EeshUrHeartOut. It's the same username. Let's see. What's your energy down here in these 8 cards, Pisces? You're like, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, what do you have the courage to do? So you're fine. There's nothing. We got to figure out why some... Yeah, power. So this is what Sag is supposed to do as well. You're speaking up on something. You're like, I'm fine. Power, knowledge, voice. You're fine. I don't know why I don't know what that has to do with you though. What is the Strength card? What does Angel have to do with you? It's the Strength card. So a Leo sees the truth. Truth about what? Aquarius came out as that as well. Truth about what here? Knowledge. That's the thing. Somebody's okay, I know that they know, or I'm trying to figure out what somebody knows or some information. Why do we need to know? What is Angel doing then? Luck. They have like an opportunity, or they're using their time wisely. They have some sort of opportunity going for themselves. So why? It's like I'm trying to figure out what somebody wants to know. It doesn't really make much sense. Okay. What? Like, so basically, Aquarius came out as finesse. I don't know if you're dealing with an Aquarius. What they're trying to do, they want to figure out information. I said knowledge about what? A Sagittarius or a teacher. They want to find out more about this person. What? Okay. Your energy, you're supposed to be in voice and defense. You have the courage to speak up. So I feel like you're going to say no to this scenario. You're like, no, I'm not going to feed into that, or I'm not going to agree to that, or I'm not going to give you that information. You're not going to, I don't know, you're not going to give that information or something like that. Okay. Let's see, I got to do the TikTok puzzle real quick. I did not think I was going to be on here for a whole hour. Check out my YouTube, y'all, on TikTok, because I'm about to go. Let's see. Where's the Temperance? What are they observing? Okay, now we got the Five of Cups, so emotions. They're observing a regret. Here it is. So what is, okay. First of all, if this is a Sagittarius, they notice that emotions blocked out an opportunity maybe for them. Because this, we asked, what is the Temperance doing? Their luck. They have a fortune. They're focused on their career, or they're focused on an opportunity. They're like, I have another chance to work on this, or they're focused on how fortunate they are. But they observe the Five of Cups, Queen of Cups. So this could be the emotion part. Let's see what else. All right, what do they notice here? They know that that blocks something out. But what do they notice here or observe? Not your teacher is psychotic. Yeah, luck. They could, maybe they observe how lucky they are, how fortunate they are, or they notice a really good opportunity. They're okay, I have this great opportunity. But I don't know what that has to do with any... I don't know what that has to do with your reading, or what that has to do with somebody else. All right, what does this person have the opportunity to do? What is their fortune? I don't know. Maybe you're like, I want to know what they know, or what is their fortune. Okay, you got ambition, guidance. Yeah, versatility. So somebody's not supposed to be we talked about not being hidden, not hiding something, not thinking that you are arrogant or anything like that. Being, being proud of yourself, not hiding yourself, not hiding your gifts. So maybe that's something that they know. They're like, I'm really gifted at this. I can do this, that, and the third. I can focus on this. I'm really good at this. So I'm not sure what the domino effect is here. It's almost like it's like you're connected to people. Somebody's like, hey, like, I need to figure this out, or it's like they want to get more information on somebody or something. All right, what energy should you be in here, Pisces? Yeah, you got focus, innovation, and healing. All right, what's the outcome for you? Yeah, rebellion, inspiration, determination, and vision. Okay, so Aquarius needs a focus. Yeah, they need to focus or notice what's going on. They don't notice what's going on. It's like, okay. Odd. All right, yeah, I don't know. That's your reading, guys. All right, so tomorrow I'm gonna go backwards. So I always switch the order, y'all. I always do, I switch. So we did Aries through Pisces today. We're gonna do Pisces through Aries tomorrow. Um, I don't know what time to tell y'all to come back because I'm going to work on what I gotta work on in the morning, and then I need to go to the gym. Okay, I need to go to the gym. I miss my gym bod. Yeah. All right, y'all, I gotta go. I'm gonna timestamp this. If you're on TikTok, again, my username is the same as my TikTok on YouTube. It is EeshUrHeartOut. No numbers, no underscores. Please do not get scammed on TikTok. This is my only page. I will never DM y'all for readings. If you want personal readings, the only way to get those is on the WAP app. That's in my bio. YouTube, that has it in the description. Also, if you guys want questions during my live, not during this one because I'm about to go, but when you catch me live, you can do $5 Cash App questions. My Cash App is the same username as well. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later.